From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Off-play action. Garner. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Garner. That one complete to Elliott. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone.
Stephon Diggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing on first down. Garner. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Garner, he's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He was trying to hit Thomas.
That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Off the play fake. Garner. Flush to his right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Looking to throw. Garner. He's going to fire one deep over them. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Jets, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
52. They're going to need some therapy after this.
2nd and 3. And he's in. Jets. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And able to find John Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point. And that will get him one closer. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone? Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Completes it to Lee. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Bridgewater. He's got the hook up to Lee. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 99. Check 99.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Zone, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some space here. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Garner to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, here's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Lutz's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
A final shot before break. Garner, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Garner. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Single, 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 single. Rotate 9 is yours. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the rotate. Move left. Back. Shut up.
On 3rd down, Garner. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10. right at the 40. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again. Garner. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Off play action. Garner. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Again, we'll see the pistol here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Lee's got it over the middle. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. That's it.
2nd and 13. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garner. And he's taken down here by the Saints. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Garner. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Garner. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Bridgewater. And an alley to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20. 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Throwing is Bridgewater. If they can hold on, the win. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check 52. Switch. Check 13. Check 13. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert flare.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Garner. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 24. Watch 24. Shoot.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. I got you.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he's across for the late touchdown. And the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw, Bridgewater. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss drops